What is it today? Wednesday. Good Wednesday evening from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and Wetaskiwin, Alberta, Canada. And we all in Alberta know that cars cost less than Wetaskiwin. So, and this is Sveta Silverman, Dr. Silverman, with amazing Amanda Buckluchuk. And guys, you probably have seen Amanda on my YouTube channel, and hopefully some of you can friend Amanda on her Facebook to basically track her journey. And today is a very, very, very awesome day. And it's awesome day for me. And it's incredible day for Amanda because, you know, I know you know, or maybe you don't know. Amanda and I, we partnered in amazing health journey, health body journey for probably about 6 months. No, less than 6 months, about 6 months. What do you think, Amanda?
It's only been about 5 months. Like
5-month journey.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I'm on a journey to my health since 2005, and Amanda is on her journey for a few years, but we partnered in the last 5 months with what I call pillars of health, with number one mind. And I love Amanda because of that energy that she carries. She may be in a wheelchair, not for long, but she carries that positive, sparkling, vibrating energy. It just, and I love that. And I have this energy, and when I'm down, she brings me up. When she's down, I try to lift her up. But that's number one, that energy, that positivity. And then, you know, I am on my journey to Whole Foods, and Amanda is on her journey to Whole Foods. As of now, so far, we're in different orbits, but the orbits are getting closer. So, and we are, obviously, I'm on my journey to learning cellular upregulation. Not really cellular supplementation, cellular upregulation. And that's what Amanda and I are doing for the last 5 months. And I'm going to stop now because today is a day of celebration. We really need to cork a bubbly. Amanda, take it off. Take it over. It's all yours.
Axio, I'll do.
Axio, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'll cheers to that. So today, how many of you have ever said they were super excited to go see a specialist?
Not me.
No? Oh, come on. You get to
I'm a doctor. I am mortified of doctors.
Right? I was so excited to, for the first time ever, not only did I go see my specialist, I went to Canada Place this morning to get my passport because going to California in like less than 2 weeks, and I'm so excited. And so I had to go pick up my passports this morning from Canada Place, and I went there all by myself in a wheelchair. Okay, that's a tiny building, right? No, it's massive. So I got myself there, I went up, got my passports, whatever. But then not only did I do that, today was a warmer day. I can't really normally say that in Alberta, but today was a warmer day. And anybody that's going through any autoimmune kind of stuff, heat exhaustion is a big deal. And so sometimes when my body gets really overwhelmed, it gets weaker. Like it hasn't learned to control the heat temperature yet. Like when it's cold outside, I freeze. When it's hot, I'm like, like a heated marshmallow, like I just mull over. So today was a bit warmer. And so why I say that to you is because I went to Canada Place, then I drove to the K Clinic in Edmonton. Now this is part of the university. It is absolutely massive. And I found parking so super close, just joking. Across the parking lot, I had to wheel myself in the heat of today all the way into the K Clinic, up into my neurologist's office. But I don't know if I wheeled or I floated because I was so super stoked to see how my appointment was going to go after what I have been taking and biohacking my body. And so I went in there, the nurse sits you down, regular thing, right? She's like, okay, so we're going to do your psychological testing. They do this test every time I go in. You think you would remember it, but when you only do it once a year, you don't. And there's, so imagine this with me. There's a barcode at the top. So it's like, it tells you, so this shape equals this number, this shape equals this number. And so you have to, and then you have this huge grid of shapes. And so then you have to match, tell her as you go through it in 90 seconds, how far you can get, which number matches each shape, trying to remember this, like 9 digits, 9 different symbols. Okay. So anyway, so I had 90 seconds to see how far I could go. So I did it, and remember, I just had heat. I just went to the, Canada Place by myself, and I was like, oh man, here we go, right? Kind of tired a little bit, but I was still super excited. And she finishes and she goes, Amanda, and I was like, uh-oh. It was kind of that like regular tone. I didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing. And she goes, you know that anything over a 4-point difference from previous testing is like a miraculous difference, whether it be good or bad. And I was like, oh, she said bad. Okay. And she goes, honey, yours is a 6 in the good. And I was like, yeah, like I just won the lottery. She just told me my cognitive brain, like it went from, so last year I did it. I made her print them off for me. Last year I did it. I was at a 45, and it wasn't even last year. It was December. Okay. December 9th. I was there, and that's the last time I did it. And so we're like 6 months ish. And so, maybe a little bit more than that, but, I was at a 46. Okay. This time I did it, I was at a 51. She's like, that's kind of unheard of. Like, I don't even know what to say to you. Go lay down, please. I don't even know what to say to you. And I was like, that's okay. I'll just sit here and be excited all by myself. And then she's like, I'm going to go give the results to the neurologist, and she'll come back and see you. I was like, okay. And so here I am sitting there with my information, because I have to tell them everything I'm on and everything I'm taking. They want to know what's happening in my world. And I'm waiting for the doctor to come in, the neurologist, and she walks in and she's like, hey, how's it going? She's like, you look really good. I was like, I know. I wheelchair myself, and this is the first time I've ever been to the neurologist's office by myself. And she's like, wow, okay. And we started talking, and she's looking at me. I was like, oh, wait, do you remember those warts that were on my hand? She's like, yeah, we couldn't get rid of those. I was like, oh yeah, they're gone. I check those out. She's like, they just went away. I was like, I know. They didn't heal by themselves. I was having so much fun. And I was like, come on, you can have fun going to the neurologist's office. And so she's like looking at my hand. She's like, okay. And then she's asking me all these questions, making small talk, kind of seeing my cognitive ability, I think. And then she's like, okay, let's start doing your test. I was like, okay. So we do what I call the monkey test, where she holds her finger out and you go like this, close your eyes and touch your finger, bang on every time. She's like, that was really good. Okay, let's check your muscles, like to see how strong your muscles are. So they do all the muscle tests. She's like, oh, those are all much better than they were last year. I was like, I know, so exciting. And I was just giddy. We were having, I don't know if she was, but I was having so much fun. And then she checked the spasticity in my legs, okay? So when I talk to you about the spasticity in my legs, I have gone to specialists to have them give me exercises, look at Botox options, different stretches, those kinds of things that I could do to help, because they were so tight. I've had physiotherapists refuse to work with me because my spasticity is so tight in my legs. She told me I would hurt her care aides, like the people that were helping her do it. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Thanks. So when I went to see this gentleman, this specialist about this, that my neurologist had referred me to, he told me that the only way that I could fix this by taking this certain pharmaceutical drug. Now, I'm not saying they're bad. Some of them serve their purposes, but this particular one made me dizzy, made me sick, made me cloudy headed. And I was like, I'm not taking that. He's like, oh, well, you just got to keep taking it. Those are side effects at first. But once your body gets used to it, I was like addicted to it. He's like, well, you know, you can't stop taking it once you start. I was like, okay, addicted to it. And he goes, but then it gets better and it's not so bad. I was like, no, that's not true. You still are. So I said to her, so this spasticity in my legs was so tight, all they felt they could do was give me medication for it. And he point out blank said to me, if you don't take this medication, which is the only thing that's going to help them, don't come back and see me. I was like, okay, that saves me another trip to Edmonton. Awesome. Thanks. So I was telling her about that today. And so she's like, well, let's check your legs to see how they are. And she's like, they're better. I was like, I know. She's like, they're looser. They're stretching out further. I was like, I know. And she's like, but you're not taking this stuff. I was like, no, I'm not. And so I was like, I'm eating healthier. I'm biohacking my body. I learned the power of NRF2. I told you, I have a book. It's got all of it in it. It'll tell you everything you need to know. And I have some studies here that I thought maybe that you would like to read because you're a neurologist and I know that you really want to help people. So here's some studies that I printed just for you. And I'll leave them for you. Really? And she's like, that would be so lovely of you. No problem. Like, she's like, everything's better and you're not taking pharmaceutical. I said, no. She's like, oh my gosh. She really honestly had nothing else to say. She's like, Amanda, is there anything else I can do for you? I was like, man, if you could fix like our social system with, like to have someone come in and help me clean my house and do my laundry and the things that I have a challenge with, that would be awesome. She's like, no, can't really do that. I said, then I'm kind of good. I'm good. She's like, can I follow you and monitor your progress? You sure can. And so then when I went out, because I wanted a copy of these to find out what my results, I just wanted them to print it off for me. I went out and I saw them in the back behind their glass doors, and they have this book and they have it open. And she's telling all the other interns and doctors in the back her appointments with the lady that she just had, that I'm sure, I don't know if it was crazy or not crazy or what she thought, but it was so fun. And I did it. My body did it all by itself. All it just needed is to remove the toxins from my body, and my body can heal. Exactly what I said. It's your mind over matter. And she said to me, they're in the process of doing a study at the university with an intern to look at why some people with MS and degenerative diseases heal and why other ones don't. And she said to me, Amanda, you have like the whole package deal. I was like, thanks. That's kind of exciting. She's like, no, you believe in it. You're spiritually, you're there. You believe that your body can heal. You're willing to do what it takes. You're willing to shift your lifestyle. You're willing to feed your body the nutrition that it needs. And you're willing to do the mental work as well, because our mind is huge and so impactful in our journey. Because if you don't believe that it's possible for you to heal, you're right. But if you believe that your body is capable of healing and regenerating, just like when you cut your finger or you break a bone or it heals. So why was there a handful of diseases that our bodies can't heal from? That is a belief. It's a very limiting belief. And I can tell you from now coming back from not moving from the shoulders down, yeah, I'm still sitting in a wheelchair at this current second, this moment in time, but that doesn't mean I'm staying here. And I may be sitting in this wheelchair, but I drive. I take my kids places. I cook meals. I do laundry. I don't sweep floors, but who wants to sweep a floor anyway? And, I do all these other things.
And last week you stood up. In the last 5 months that I've been taking this product, I have video footage of me standing up. Yes, I was bracing myself to keep my balance,
But in the last one, I was waving at Sveta, Dr. Silverman, as I stood because I was able to let go with the one hand because I had enough balance. So it is progress and it is steps in the right direction, but I believe. I believe in my body. I believe in my ability to heal. And I just have now been so graciously aligned with the amazing ability to biohack my body, to remove the toxins and chemicals, to take that next step that I needed to support me. But it's supporting me. It's not driving my car. I am.
It's
and
incredible.
It's you choose to believe.
It's incredible. It's so incredible because, you know, I was talking to a very, very close friend of mine and one of my mentors, Marisa Harrelson, and we were chatting and we came up with biohack my cell, biohack my soul, biohack myself, and be happy.
Yes.
Biohack me happy. And that's what it's all about. So, Amanda, I really, really wanted to capture that moment for us.
I love it.
It's like doctor, the neurologist. Can I monitor you? And we are monitoring you. This is not like, oh, this is a miracle. No, you are a miracle. I am a miracle. Our powers are miraculous. And we're just going bigger and more stronger and better. So
and as they listen to this, as the listeners, as you guys listen to this, you know, I had someone say to me today, Amanda, man, I wish I had a quarter of the positivity that you have. And I jokingly said to them, I know I have a special gene that just allows me to do that. That's ridiculous. I have the same ability you do. I have the same gifts as you do. I am no different in thought, mind, and body, except for I've chosen to believe. One belief at a time, little bit at a time, and then you look for more things and more symbols or more moments to recognize that belief and celebrate those. Because the more you focus on what's going the way you want it to, the more it happens, and it's like snowballs effects. So my belief, just then borrow some of mine. I'm not giving you all of it because I kind of like mine, but you can borrow some, but know that you have it within you to do it. And I share this not to be like, woo, I'm just so awesome and you're not. No, I share this because it's possible. It's possible for you just as much as me. And you can do this.
We all need that. We all need that positivity of belief. We all need that, the amazing, beautiful feeling in our gut, that positivity. So thank you. And let me tell you, Long Beach may be warm.
I know.
But we're going to go to the ocean.
You can just throw me in the ocean. I'm okay.
Ocean is going to be cooler. So, girl, hang on to your knickers. And next time you're going to see the neurologist. It's going to be with a walker.
Right?
Right. Put it on your dream board.
Yes. Those poles. You want to try those poles that go around your wrist?
There you go.
Oh God, I think those would be kind of fun. Nice step up.
Thank you much. And sending all of you love. Love.
All of you. You can do this.
Love you, girl.
All right. Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye, everybody.